You keep saying, you know, statistics, but anybody can make up a statistic.
That's why there's so many of them, from both the left and from the right, and for 30 years
Where do you
now.
think it's okay to say all this?
Okay,
I mean,
you know what? You may as well stand up.
My mother was a single mom, and I'm getting like emotional.
That's fine. You're saying what you feel.
I can't talk now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you may as well stand up and say, I'm a smoker and I'm very upset about the smoking statistics, and don't you tell me about lung cancer. The statistics are the statistics.
Be nice. She's talking about something important to her.
So is smoking, and people dying of smoking, and so is people being raised by single mothers.
I don't understand.
Standing up and saying, I'm a single mother and you can't say that is not an argument.
Tell her about your mom.
I didn't say that I was a single mother. I come from a single family.
Okay,
I'm not a rapist. I'm not a murderer.
Don't yell at me about what the smoking statistics are.
We're not talking about smoking, lady. We're talking about single parents. We're talking about something far more important than smoking, I feel.
Yes, as I said, it's more damaging to a child.
So for you to even put those two together is ridiculous. I know you're saying this stuff, but do you think about it before you say it?
No, just shoot off at the mouth. It's a chapter of my last book. It has the studies there if you're interested. It is study after study. No, I'm just shooting off the top of my head what comes into my mind.
Actually,
their statistics are really actually pretty mesmerizing when you consider, you know, the percentage of young men in prison who did not grow up with fathers, teenage pregnancy, and all of those things. But you know, you go so far as to saying is this is our biggest problem as a nation, and the biggest threat to the nation is fatherlessness. Why is it such a big threat?
Well, let's define fatherlessness first of all. Number one, it's not that there might not be a father in the home. There could be a father in the home who's abdicated his role. He's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. And, you know, when you look at the world today and you look at terrorism, for example, and you see ISIS and all that, what is that a product of? How they were raised. That's where we are today. We've lost our first love, understanding that, hey, men were raised up for a reason, and they're not doing what they're supposed to do. In one generation, we went from Robert Young, A Father Knows Best, to Carol O'Connor in All in the Family, and we haven't looked back since then.
That men are sort of idiots, and, you know, they don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they're all idiots.
So the movement, though, you've got, it's very interesting, it says, is That's My Dad, and you put these posters up and shown dads' names. For what? Why is that important?
Well, this is my dad. This is John Pellegrino. I will tell you about John Pellegrino. He was a very, very good man, but he wasn't a great teaching father. Now, that doesn't mean he was a bad dad. He just wasn't a great teaching father. But he was better than his father. And Lord willing, I'll be better than, my children will be better than me.
You know, the book is filled with stories of people, many people who we've known, like, you know, people like Weston Carlson, Kelly Wright here, who are telling stories about their dads. And what did you learn from that, from people telling stories about their dads?
Well, Michael Franzese was one of my favorites. Michael is a former mafia boss, actually, here in New York. And Michael's father, Sonny Franzese, is the oldest living inmate in the prison system. He's 98 years old. Actually put a hit on his son. And Michael still talks about his father with honor. And he speaks to him in a way that, wow, I loved my dad. He loved my mother. He loved us. He trained us up. He taught us the right way. But you know something? He could have kept me away from that life. He didn't. And that's the one thing he said about my dad. I wish he would have kept me away. But he talks about him with consistency. He was a consistent father all the way through. And he loved his dad. He wants to say, that's my dad.
So why did we get to this point where fathers have sort of abdicated their responsibility as fathers?
Well, a lot of people believe it's, you know, the women's movement, but quite frankly, I really don't think so. I think we allowed it to happen. We weren't strong enough. You know, we experienced the 60s, we experienced the 70s, and, you know, too much, too little, bye, done. And we stepped away from what's really important in this world, raising up a good family.
You know, Father's Day, of course, is upon us, and how can we honor our fathers and encourage men to take a more vital role in the raising of their children?
Well, first of all, I think it's awareness. We need to make them understand what their role is. We need to make them understand how important their words are. We truly believe that what fathers say will determine their children's way. And if they understand that the words that they speak both have positive and negative connotations to it, that those positive connotations we need to promote more and more every day and bless our children. Bless our children with our words. Bless them with our actions. We can make a change right now, and the movement is designed to do that. It's designed to honor the fathers, the grandfathers, or the mentors who stepped in and made a difference in somebody's life.
That's very wonderful. The book is called That's My Dad, and you can find more information about it. You want to go to That's My Dad Movement. There are all sorts of pictures, wonderful pictures up there on the web. And you can also check out foxnews.com. Thanks so much. I'm Lauren Green, and thanks for watching.